Hi, my name's Richard and I'm a later life lending specialist. You've probably come to my site today to learn a little bit more about equity release. So hopefully in a few minutes I'll have explained a few points to you. When we talk about equity release, we really talk about two main product types: lifetime mortgages and home reversion schemes. Now, lifetime mortgages pretty much do what they say on the tin. They're a mortgage just like any other mortgage that you would know, and they're designed to be for the rest of your life. They've had a bit of bad press in 10, 12 years ago, but now they're far heavily regulated and you're far safer taking out a lifetime mortgage than you ever have been. Rates are incredibly low. They start at just around below 2.5%. So you don't have that compounding interest factor that you used to have when interest rates were high, around 6.5% to 8%. You can also make optional payments against them and reduce the balance year on year. Some allow you to even repay 40% of the loan every year. So effectively you could clear that mortgage in another 2.5 years or 3 years if you had the capability to. You can protect part of your home against the negative equity guarantee. There's always a no negative equity, so you never owe more than the value of your home, even if you live to 150 and property prices fall to being worthless. But you're also able to protect a portion of that to give to relatives and beneficiaries. And they work just like a normal mortgage does. You own your home, you always will, and a charge is just put against it at land registry. And unlike normal mortgages, even if you don't make any payments with these mortgages, your home is never at risk if you don't keep up those. Now, I mentioned home reversion schemes. This is what a lot of people think of equity release as, and this is where you sell your home to another provider for a portion of what it's worth. You're allowed to live in it rent-free for the rest of your life, but you never own that home anymore, and you can't give any of it to anybody else in a will or in the estate planning. Those home reversion schemes are increasingly unpopular these days. Why would they be popular when you've got the opportunities of lifetime mortgages? There's also a couple of other mainstream mortgages to consider. Recently there's been introduction of retirement interest only mortgages, and these are interest only mortgages for the rest of your life based on your retirement income. So with these mortgages, your home is at risk if you don't keep up the repayments, and it's worked out on affordability, just like a normal mortgage is, whether you can afford the interest only payments of that mortgage. And then, as I alluded to, we've got mainstream mortgages. Increasingly now lenders are quite happy to lend to you until you're 75, 80 or even 90 and 95 with some specialist building societies. These can be repayment mortgages, so if you're 55 it's still quite possible to give you a 25 or a 30-year term. They are based on, of course, your income versus your expenditure, and that needs to be evidenced right the way up until the end of the term. So if it's 90 years old, you need to be able to afford that all the way until 90. So there's a real brief overview of the few things that we've got available to you. Please do have a look at the rest of the website or get in touch today for a free no obligation quote. Thanks for listening.